Hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well, protected and provided for at this time. So thank you for clicking on this video, for being with me for the next couple of minutes, and thank you for your support and for keeping on watching my videos also. Okay, so what I have for you right now is not a dream. I haven't had any significant dreams for you. Um, there were dreams that were personal to me, so they were just personal messages. Okay, but well, I thought I didn't have anything up until last night. So last night, something occurred to me, we all know that we were put on this earth for a reason, okay? So, even before we were born, perhaps, we were meant to fulfill a purpose on earth. Well, especially if we have the discernment enough to realize what we are here on this earth for, okay? just as just as how things turned out in your lives also, so things that have made sense to you already. So i hope you share the the viewpoint that, well, everything does have a purpose. Each of us was put on this earth for a reason, and each of us has a mission and a purpose to fulfill. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're young, it doesn't matter if you're old. As long as you're breathing, you could still do something. Okay, now just imagine you're coursing through life, walking by, and battling this and battling that, and then all of a sudden, such a very big disaster, the coronavirus happens. So does this mean that our paths are not our paths anymore? Does this mean that this pandemic is so huge that what we were put in this on this earth for just suddenly changes, or it loses its meaning already? Because if that is the case, I beg to differ. But before I go to that, okay, I don't know if some of you came across the predictions of Nostradamus, and this is not to scare anyone, okay? Well, it is believed that the great prophet Nostradamus predicted um, this pandemic, okay? And not only that, in 1720, there was the plague. In 1820, there was cholera. 1920, the Spanish flu, and now 2020, we have the coronavirus. Okay, as I said, this is not meant to scare you guys, okay? But what I am saying is that these things were happening very in a very coincidental manner, then then I think I think that this pandemic that is happening now was already meant to happen even before we were here. But more than that, also, the set of human beings that were supposed to, sorry, I don't need to offend anyone, okay? Okay, the set of human beings, let me rephrase that if it triggers you, okay? The set of human beings that, well, probably we're not supposed to, but that are going through this is you and me, okay? Now, um, apart from everything happening for a reason, the question in my mind last night was, isn't the question supposed to be, what purpose does this pandemic hold in my life? Okay? What is it supposed to do for me and not supposed to do to me? Because what it's supposed to do to you is kind of having that victim mentality, like, wow, I might be next, and then I might die, and that will be the end of me, and I'll probably go to heaven and not think about it anymore. But it's not that. It's not that. What can this do for you? Since we were the set of individuals who were probably predestined to be going through this, okay? And since this is more than just coincidence, if this kind of pandemic in different forms happened every 100 years, okay? There. So I guess well, this is not an accident. If anything, it should really push us, or it should make us ask the question, what can this do for me? Okay, if everything has a purpose and I have a purpose on earth, what can this do for me to fulfill my purpose on earth? So instead of this being a distraction or just another challenge, this pandemic can push you to where you're supposed to be going. And it's not surprising because, as I've always said, well, for me at least, this has been a time of reflection. And some of us, sometimes when we are faced with the prospect of death, well, will I die tomorrow or the next day or the next week? We try to go further within and ask ourselves, am I happy? Or have I done everything I wanted to do in life? Or, sometimes we're so complacent in being in our lives that we don't ask ourselves this question. And then when we are faced with the prospect of death, that is when we are really like facing ourselves in the mirror and then confronting ourselves, asking ourselves the question, what things matter you and what matter to you, and what things don't matter to you. So there. So I think if anything else, this is and this has been breaking us out of our comfort zone to to uh, you know to help us modify our lives the way we want to. So there. If if we were put on this earth at this time to experience something this huge and something this crucial, then it has to have a purpose in our lives. And sometimes there is nothing better than something that is really sometimes nerve-wracking, for you to realize a thing or two about your life. Okay? Just as well, all of you know, I almost lost my life before. And well, if for those who don't know, I was almost killed. It's in my very first video, and I survived. Well, going back to that experience also, what I'm trying to say here is that you won't live your life the same way if you haven't gone through something very difficult. Okay, so there. So hopefully, we are using this time to continue to reflect upon our lives, and also, also, if you cannot, well, do I mention the quote in here? If you can't beat them, join them. It's just like, if you can't beat Corona, use it to your advantage. Okay, what is it telling you? How can you use it to further your life, to go down that path? Because it is here for a reason. So what reason does it play in your life? Okay. um I think it has, for many of us already, made us face to face with the things that are important to us, the things that are not important to us, and the things that have been very difficult for us that we cannot let go of before, or the things that are the things that we kept doing, probably, that we're not serving a purpose in our lives anymore, but then we're just content sitting in that nest. Probably we're just content that our lives were like this, but now that it is here, now that there's something this big that would make you think, then it really could push you out of your comfort zone, and hopefully hopefully also I am, well, hopefully it teaches us to fly, you know. It pushes you out of your comfort zone and teaches you how to fly, okay? How to fly through life. So I hope by now you have overcome your fears. Just leave everything to God, and at the same time use this time to your advantage, okay? I hope that your plans are going well also, and that whatever purpose it is that you have in this on this earth is being or has been made clear to you. So there. So guys, I hope I explained this in a way that would make you think, and hopefully it gives you a boost or a sense of optimism also, because, well, anyway, in this channel, that's my purpose. So there. Okay, so that's it. It's just me, Alvie, saying find your strength, find your peace, stay with God, breathe by life, find your wings, learn to fly. God bless and take care, guys. Until next time, take care.